Yo, what up? It's AaroniMoses, and this video is about clout demons, energy vampires, free energy, spells that you can do with free energy, and protecting yourself from clout demons and energy vampires, as well as Nature Boy. Now, first, I want to start out with who Nature Boy is. This is what inspired this video. Nature Boy and his antics and his interactions with young Pharaoh. Now, if you don't know who Nature Boy is, he is a YouTuber, a part of the conscious community that is constantly, well, just very recently, just started saying the most outlandish things. He's been saying things like he let a dog lick his penis. He walks around naked in front of his son. He makes love to his son's mother in front of his son. He makes love to her while she's breastfeeding him. He just says all kind of stuff. He has a lot of controversy surrounding him. He had some old lady that was sickly come out to where he is, and he accidentally killed her with the diet that he referred to her. All kind of things. Now, I want to tell you, I don't think that these things are true. How's everybody today? I don't think that these things are true. I don't think that he let a dog lick his penis. Because if you think about it, first of all, he has to be doing this for free energy. He has to be doing this because he doesn't have the information to be able to sustain himself without the help of other people. Or he feels like he's too... It's real easy like that. I don't think he let a dog lick his penis because, number one, what are you doing in the same room with the dog with your penis out erect? And why would you just let that continue? He didn't let his son play with his penis. He didn't, because if you have one, if you have a penis, you know when things that don't normally touch your penis, the automatic response is to jerk backwards or to protect yourself. Nobody's just gonna let their child walk up to them and grab their penis. I don't think any of these things happen. I don't think there was an old lady who died because of her diet that he put her on. I don't think any of those things happen. I think he is a clout demon. And what a clout demon is somebody who puts out negative energy, or not even putting it out, who gets other people to generate negative energy for a clout. What's up, everybody? Just got off work and I've been thinking about this for a minute. I think he's a clout demon. I think that if you keep giving your attention to this guy, he's going to keep putting this out. It doesn't stop. Now, I was going to save this part for later. There's energy vampires out there who are not necessarily making this world a worse place. There's energy vampires who feed, but they still protect. They still make sure that they are not destroying people's lives. For example, this is something I learned how to do. You know, you can vamp energy and replace it with something else while not draining yourself. For example, you can walk into a room and sense that there's too much of one energy. Let's say too much negative energy. You can feed off that energy, transmute it inside yourself, and you can replace it with ether energy just by willing it from the universe. You can use one of your chakras to vibrate the air. Whatever is missing from that room, you can use that to basically charge the room. Not all energy vampires just suck people's energy and just walk away. You can vamp somebody's energy and replace it with something better or good. You know, it was a time where I sucked all the positivity out of a room just to see if I could do it. And about an hour later, there was a fight and somebody got jumped. And what I learned from that, the technique that I learned was to charge the room, just to will ether energy into the room, just will peace into the room. I mean, if I would have did something differently, I wouldn't have had to do all that. But his way of doing this is by, he's thinking that he's putting out all this information. You know, he He's being a clout demon, but at least he's putting knowledge into the world. At least he's putting positivity into some people's lives. That's how he probably sees it. There's a yin and a yang. There's a negative and there's a positive. But how to protect? I have a couple notes. How to protect yourself from clout demons and energy vampires. Well, the first thing that you need to do is identify these people, right? Now, my son's mother, she is a vampire. And how I could tell, the first thing that you should do is just watch how these people speak. Are they always negative? They might not even always be negative. They just might say something to catch you off guard, say something to make you give them positive energy. For example, the first time we ever had sex, when we were done, what she said was, "You're really good. Thank you." And the Libra moon inside of me was like, "Yeah, I know. You're welcome." But I didn't say that. The Capricorn ascendant was like, "What? That was weird, bro. But you gotta say thank you. I mean, you gotta say you're welcome because she might make you some food." And the Aries was like, "Nah, that's weird, bro. That's weird. You didn't feel that? Make a weird face." And I was like, "What?" But I knew if something inside me just felt it. She wanted me to say the words, "You are welcome," because that would have made it easier for her to feed. Now, a couple months later, we were laying there and she was like, "You know what, Aaron? The first time that we ever had sex, you know what I did after you left? I cried because it was just so beautiful. That was just the best." And I was like, "What? What?" The Libra moon was like, "Bro, look, you gotta set some boundaries, man. You gotta set some boundaries." The Capricorn ascendant was like, "You know what, bro? The Libra moon was right. Set some boundaries. Just make sure to tell her to bring some food next time." The Aries sun was like, "See, I told you, bro. You gotta stop this shit." And I was like, "Hey, I appreciate that and all, but do you feed off of me? Like, because I feel like you feed off me sometimes." And what her answer was, bro, what her answer was, "Well, we've had sex a lot of times, so you can feed off me too." And I was like, "What? What did you just say?" Bro, I was so hurt because I actually liked her a little bit at that time, man. But you have to pay attention to who these people are. You have to monitor yourself. You know, I forgot who said it, but they were saying that it's very important. The most important thing in this life is to know yourself. Because if you don't know yourself, you can never know the true value of yourself. And I really wholeheartedly believe that, because a lot of people, you guys give these people attention. You guys give these people so much power. You know how they say you become the thing that you hate the most? It's because when you keep giving these things attention, when you actually feel hate for something, you are empowering it. You are becoming a part of its life. You are putting your energy into its existence. One way that you can protect yourself is to just ignore. Just ignore. Don't say anything. Just be quiet. Just ignore it. Because, I mean, on a cellular level, bro, look at it like this. If you have a dog, you know what I'm talking about. If you ignore your dog, if you just ignore your dog, all you do is feed him, give him water, don't play with him, don't say hi. When he tries to jump on you, you push him away. If you do that for long enough, your dog is going to get your attention by doing things that affect you in a negative way. Your dog's going to start chewing up your shit. Your dog is going to not come when you call him. Your dog is going to start using the bathroom in the house. They're doing these things because dogs need a lot of attention. Dogs need a lot of attention, and on a cellular level, this dog is feeling like it's going to die because you're not giving it the love that it needs and deserves. Humans are the same way. One of my managers, she's just really insecure and really not the one that I work with now, but a past manager that I had, just really insecure, really crazy. She didn't care that I had stuff going on. That's why I wasn't talking to her as much. So she started to do things just to get negative attention. And when I saw this, it made me withdraw from her even more. One time when I worked at Burger King, I was washing the dishes, and I knew exactly what she was going to do. She reached up from my left side to my right side to get a pan. And the pan, I looked at it. The pan was under some other dishes. So if she would have pulled this pan, other stuff would have fell, hit me in the head. Now, these things were soft, and I was prepared already mentally to not even respond. But when she pulled it, the universe was on my side, because I don't even remember exactly what happened. They all fell, but they didn't fall completely, and something caught it. It was like another pan or something. I don't remember exactly, but people were just looking at me, and I was like, no, I'm not moved. You're not going to get my energy. When I go to work, I go there with the same intentions. There's so many beautiful women at my job, but I don't give them my energy. I don't want to give them the attention that they want me to give them, because it's my energy. It's my life. You're not going to catch me looking at your breasts. You're not going to turn around real quick when you walk past me and catch me looking at your butt. None of that. You're not going to, ooh, it's hot in here, huh? They play too much. They need to turn down this heat. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. You're not getting my energy. You're not getting my sexual energy. If anything, I open all kind of vortexes to feed myself. You know what I do? I don't do anything negative to affect people in a negative way. You know how I do it? I just be quiet. I just don't talk to anybody. I never start any conversations. I end them as quickly as possible. They don't like that person. That gets you a lot of attention. Sometimes I do it. Sometimes I do these things intentionally. Sometimes I don't. Now, women know how to open vortexes, and women know how to collect free energy. It might be on a subconscious level, but I'm going to give you one technique that I use. I have these red jeans that I wear, and when I put my belt on, I skip a loop, and I have it stick out so it looks like a penis. Now, the pants are already red. My grandfather already told me red is a woman's color because red catches people's attention, and real men don't want too much attention at one time, so never wear red. He always taught me that. So I got the reddest jeans I could find, and I put the belt on. Now, women are constantly looking down. Is that his dick? I'm like, no, it's not, but give me that. Out. Give me that free energy. And then I use all this sexual energy. I draw it from wherever I stored it, and I use it in a spell. I use it in my rituals. I use it to empower my heart chakra or whatever I need to empower. That's very easy. I mean, females, you could do that too, but nobody's going to think your dick's hanging out because you don't have one. Okay? I'm sorry. That's not funny. Anyways, bros. So, I mean, I'm not the overly loud person. Just people being around. If you put me next to the loud person who tries to draw attention to themselves and everybody's laughing but me, I'm like, I guess that was funny. They're going to be like, it's going to be all that energy they just built up. It's going to be directed to me now, and I'm going to eat that shit. Easy. Easy. I'm not affecting the room in a negative way. I just said I thought it was funny. Shit, not that goddamn, but it was funny though. They're gonna be like, oh, and all that attention, all that feel-good energy, all those chemicals that just got released are gonna switch and be directed to me. But I'm not a clout demon. I don't say I'm a freaking pediatrician, and I let dogs do all kind of stuff to my junk. It doesn't take all that, bro. He already has like over 70K subscribers. It doesn't take all that. If you want those things to go away in your life, just ignore them. You know what an old man, I heard an old man talking to somebody, and the guy was like, bro, my girlfriend, she argues so much, and I just don't know what to do. Like, how do you stop that? And he was like, bro, women just argue. The only way that you can get her to be quiet is to do this. Don't say anything. Don't say, yeah, okay, I agree, I understand, nothing. Because every word that you say, she's going to have a whole sentence. She's going to have a whole sentence ready for you to continue that argument. You know, the whole point of an argument with women is to make you into what they are. Because if you argue back, you're a feminine. That's not masculine. That's not manly. Even if you're right, even if you gave a Harvard University answer, debate, you argued back, you responded, you gave her your energy, you put your energy into her vortex, into her argue vortex. And you know what she's gonna tell everybody? We argued for like 30 minutes and they called the police and he know I'm on probation. And everybody gonna be like, girl, I already told you. I didn't like his ass. Don't argue, but just be quiet. Shh. Easy. You know what? I'll be in a room full of people, and these dudes, yeah, you already know, girl, I'm about that life. So, why don't you let me get that number? And they'll be looking at me, and I'm like, oh, he's talking to you, not me. They're like, oh, you're not giving me any attention. You're interesting. Now I want to talk to you. I'm like, bro, I'm like literally sitting here so I don't have to interact with you. Literally. And you want me to talk to you? Whatever, bro. Whatever. That's a lot about my life. So let me go to the next. Okay, this is for everybody. We already covered what? Oh, we didn't cover that. Okay, so this is out of order. My bad. So a guy named Flightballs, one of my favorite YouTubers. What's up, Rob? One of my favorite YouTubers called Flightboss. He also goes by Dolo the Pilot, man. He made a video called Hate is Great, and this is what this whole video is about. You know, pretty much what he was saying was negative energy, or when people hate on you, that creates a lot of friction, and with the right knowledge, you'll be able to tap into that energy, right? To use that for certain spells, rituals, and I'm going to tell you why. Now, negative energy is twice as powerful as positive energy. And when I say negative, I don't mean feminine energy or dark energy. I mean energy that makes people feel bad, fear energy, basically. Anything that makes you angry, upset, frustrated, negative, bad, okay? Hate energy. The vortex was set up like that because, and this is a Saturn realm. We're so close to Saturn that it messes with the stuff. I don't know, I'm not a scientist, but it's true. Why do you think that people in your family will talk about you getting arrested before they tell everybody you graduated? Like when I got out of jail, I got a phone call. Hello? Man, when you get out? I was like, wait, who is this? Man, it's your cousin. I'm like, bro, who is this? Man, it's Tony, bro. I was just going, what you go to jail for though? I'm like, wait a minute, who gave you this number? Your mama did. I'm like, Mom, what the fuck? And then I go to Tony to get some sweaters. He said, man, you grew up, man. How old you is? I'm 27. Oh, for real? Hey, man, I got you a little gig just in case, but you need a high school diploma though. I'm like, a high school diploma? I've been to college like 3 times. I'm already about to go. I already got a scholarship to go to college again in May. Oh, for real? Bro, you knew about me this whole time, but you didn't contact me until you found out that I got out of jail. You didn't even know I went to college. People talk about all these positive things around you, but they don't say. They don't talk about your achievements. They might love you. They might even be your mother. They might even be your own mother. They don't tell you Aaron just graduated. No, they didn't know that. But they knew I went to jail though. They knew that. Negative energy, that's why it's easier to take a life than to give birth. Because birth is so beautiful. And usually people die from illness in this world. People die from illness or famine, dehydration. And more people die in really messed up ways. So when you have something so beautiful that takes a lot of positivity and happiness, sex feels good, right? That, and then when you see the birth of your child, it's just, you just cry. You're like, I'm not gonna cry. Like I only have one kid, but I knew. I was standing there like Vegeta with my arms crossed. I just knew I wasn't about to cry. But I saw my son, I was like, oh my God, can I hold him, please? Like, for real, but that's why it's easier to take a life than to give birth. There's a lot of pain involved. What are you talking about, bro? Anyways, so that part, man, that's why clout demons exist. That's why clout demons essentially exist. This is why we have Tekashi 6ix9ine. This is why we have, 50 Cent. 50 Cent is a clout demon, but to me, he's more of a magician. He's both. He's yin and yang. Now, I got this spell, literally, from something 50 Cent did a couple years ago. People fear what they don't understand. This is why we have racism. That's not why we have racism, but people are afraid of what they don't understand. This is why when I'm quiet and I don't speak to people, this is why I get a reaction, because they don't understand how I don't have a phone in my hand. I'm just looking, not talking to anybody. I'm not trying to holler at any of the females, and there's some pieces in there too. I'm not trying to do any of that. I came here to work. I didn't socialize. That's going to generate a lot of hatred. Unfortunately, when I see other people like that, they don't get my attention because I understand what they're going through. I'm not antisocial. I'm just a good listener, and I don't get down like that at work. Simple as that, okay? It's very easy to get attention from just being quiet. Just being quiet, just being sexy and just quiet. And people can tell I got that energy about me. A guy walks up to me, yeah, bro, everybody thinks you're arrogant and they think that you think you're better than everybody. And I was like, why is that? I didn't even ask him why. I was thinking it though. And it was because you don't talk to anybody. You just listen to your music and smoke your cigarettes and nobody even knows your name. What is your name? I'm like, bro, it's not even that serious, man. It's not even that serious. You're feeding me. You're feeding me. Don't feed the savages. That's the saying that we have in Chicago. Don't feed the savages. If you go to the zoo, don't feed the animals. You're feeding me right now. You're making me stronger. All right, so back to 50 Cent. So what 50 Cent did was 50 Cent went bankrupt a couple years ago. And right after he went bankrupt, what he did was he went on the radio and let me use my other phone so I can see these comments. He went on the radio and he said he signed, I think, a $50 million deal with Adidas. Now, 50 Cent didn't sign a $50 million deal with Adidas. That didn't happen. But because it was so many people who received that message, who heard that message, let's say if it was 20,000 people listening to that, 20,000 people were listening to that broadcast. Out of 20,000, even 5,000 people believing that he signed a $50 million deal with Adidas, you're going to get money out of that because people are creating this thought form. You have a lot of people feeding one thought. That's going to generate some revenue for you. Okay? I'm going to give you an example of what I did, and you guys are going to be pissed off when I tell you this. But, yeah. So, when I was, about 6 months ago, when I was staying with that last person I was with, my life path number is 8. When I was living with that last person, now, I was in the middle of nowhere. I didn't like where I lived. I didn't like her. So I had to leave, but it wasn't really that easy. So what I did was I went on my friend's Instagram and I found a lottery ticket, a winning lottery ticket for $1,000, right? So what I did was I screenshotted it. I edited her fingers in the background out of it, and I put it on my Facebook and I said, look, guys, man, I'm a manifester. I told you, I'm the truth. I told you. I just won the lottery. $1,000, baby. And then I spent $10 and then I ordered some fake money off of eBay. And then I got that fake money and I took a picture with that $1,000. Now, because so many, that shit got like 100, that picture got like 100 likes. The lottery ticket got like 100 likes. And the picture with me with the fake money got 100 likes. And it's still on there. Life is in the breath. Now, if you could see me, I'm trying to cover it because it says motion picture use only. Fake ass money. This is not real. This dude is flexing. That's what it said on there, for real. And what happened? A week later, I didn't have to do any spells, rituals, affirmations. Money's coming to me times 3 times 3. Money for me to spend, money for me to keep. I didn't have to do any of that. It came to me in a week because 200 of you guys liked those 2 pictures. If you can do that, that's why women live so much longer than men, because they get a lot of attention, free energy. And a lot of women know how to tap into it and use it. A lot of women, you don't even have to eat as much as you do. If you knew how to tap into that free energy, you would be Gucci. Just like me. I eat once a day, and I work in a warehouse, and I do a lot of work, bro, and I have to lift a lot. And sometimes I'm not even using any of the energy in my body. I'm just going. I think about it, I'm like, did I eat today? Well, let me get a bag of Fritos and some water. That's all I need. That's all I need, and I'm healthy. And you can do it too. You can do it too. It worked. I've done this twice. And I used that money, and I didn't drink it up and smoke it up. I turned out, everybody knows the relationship I have with Hennessy, but that's another story. I used that money for what I intended it to be for. I left. I got out of there, and it's all thanks to you guys. All you gullible. I'm just playing. I'm not gonna go into that. So, anyways, just I mean, I'm gonna give you I already gave you the arguing, the proper way to feed, the spell with the free energy. We just did that. Words. People, you gotta be aware. You gotta be paranoid, bros. If you're Aries sun, that Aries sun with Liz, that made me paranoid. The Capricorn moon was, the Capricorn ascendant kept asking about food. I was like, bro, I'm not even that hungry. I ask her about the sandwiches, at least a protein shake or something, right? All right. The Libra was like, no, it was so good. You can't afford to say no to, that was so good, bro. Just set some boundaries and be a narcissist. Set boundaries and be a narcissist. That's what the Libra tells me all the time. Just balance it, bro. But you're the shit, though. Just remember that. I'm like, I know, bro. I need answers, bro. The Aries gives me answers. The Capricorn's like, hey, bro, wake up, wake up, wake up. And the Aries is like, bro, I already told you. You're not listening. I already told you. You didn't feel that? When she said, first of all, nobody thanks anybody for sex. If they do, they're trying to energy vampire you. You can't say you're welcome. You can't say peace. When people say peace, you have to respond your own creative way so they don't get a piece of you. When people say hello, it's all kind of phrases that I'm not going to go into. You have to look the etymology up for. When people thank you for sex, it's because they think you're fucking stupid. And they're trying to get you to say, you know, you're welcome anytime. Because you're just disoriented. You're still thinking about sex. You're smoking your cigarette, which you shouldn't be smoking because cigarettes are energy vampires. And they just got done having sex. All your juices are all on them. You cannot say. If anybody says thank you after sex, shoot them in the face. Because they're trying to get you. I don't even trust when anybody says thank you for anything. That's why I always say, no, thank you. I don't trust that shit. Aries gang, I don't trust that shit. Anyways, that's all the information. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Just ask the questions. Shillingford, thank you, Shillingford. Fritos are love, bro. Fritos are little yellow Flakes of love manifested with, oh, they're so, I love Fritos. I could eat Fritos every day. And when I ate Fritos in jail, you know what they do? They put Kool-Aid on it. And that's so good. But I don't want to do that because it'll give me flashbacks from all the PTSD I have. I got your attention. I bet I do. Arrogant, stupid people. I'm in my own space. No, because I have this energy about me and they know who I am for real. They know who I am and what I am. And I'm just so beautiful. They're like, no, you're not one of those. You're not one of those beautiful ass people with no personality. I'm like, no. But you're gonna feed me though. All these dudes been looking at your titties all day, and you've been licking your lips, walking and switching your hips, and I'm gonna get all of that because you're giving me way too much right now because of your insecurities. You know what happened to me when I was at the hospital one time, feeding my vortex? I was at the hospital, sick, in the waiting room, and I'm got my little bag because I'm on and off throwing up, and this girl sitting there doing all of that, looking at staring at me, and I looked at her, and I'm about to die and shit, and she whispered to her girlfriend, "He not trying to talk to me? He must be gay or something." And I was like, pfft. Now, I didn't respond out loud because I didn't want to feed her vortex because I was still aware of this phenomena. It's not even a phenomenon. It's like a real thing. But I didn't want to feed her. But on the inside, I was like, you insecure little girl. You daddy issue having. You bucket head ass. You're not even that pretty. I'm sick. I have the flu. I'm in the hospital. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? He probably gay. Look at him. What? When Goku died and expect you to raise Gohan? What? Fucking A, bro. Don't feed that shit. Don't feed people's vortexes, bro. Don't never. Cause you know how grounded and safe you are going to feel when you don't respond and react. Do you know how much more energy you're gonna need at 2 hours less of sleep every day if you do this for a good week? Don't look at anybody's tits or booties. Don't let them catch you looking. Don't get angry at people's dumbass, weak ass bullshit. Do you know how empowering that shit is? And people are gonna be feeding you. Because you're not responding, because you're an extraordinary person, and they can't understand. They're like, I'm a little kid on the inside. This person should be reacting. I thought I had all the power. I can't even control myself, and this person's controlling me, you and low-key me. And I can't really say anything bad about this person because then I'll sound like a petty-ass hater. It's easy, bro. A little Tai Chi. Little meditation, talk to some good people. It's not hard to look at boobs though, says somebody with boobs. You don't have a pink, you don't know what I go through? Are you crazy? I mean, I'm not a boob man, but it takes a little bit of willpower and a lot of cigarettes at the end of the day. Nah, he went bankrupt. This nigga said it's not that hard to look at boobs. It's not, but come on, bro. If you like boobs, if that's your thing, which is kind of immature, like that's where milk comes from. I want to see the other side. Anyway, let's not talk about that. Christine, you're a Scorpio sun. Makes a lot of sense. Aries rising and ascendant. That makes a lot of sense. I say thank you for your sex because I'm happy I got it to start with. No. You got something good. Nobody says thank you for sex. That's like payment. That's like paying. That's like saying, so, how much do you want? Bro, what? You can't say thank you after sex. That's offensive, low key. Is it the same as somebody says that was great? No, then you can say thank you. Why is everybody texting me right now? But if you straight up say thank you, that's subconsciously. Number one, it's just weird. If you're not an energy vampire, like naturally, just know everybody thinks that's weird. Everybody, it makes it awkward. Unless you are a narcissist for real. Even me, I have an unhealthy level of narcissism going on inside my body. But even I wasn't triggered to say thank you. The Libra moon wanted me to say thank you, but not all three. You know what? I don't know. I don't know. Ask more people. See what they say. Compliments. See, that's the thing. That's the opposite. I'm overly... It depends on the compliment, honestly. Fritos with salsa. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we're bullshit detectors, bro. You can sense people's auras. That'll protect you. That's good. I'm about to finish this. No people who fucking with me. I have self-esteem, so not needed. I'm not saying that you should be ignoring all compliments. That's not what I'm saying, because that's going to make this world a worse place. But I always say thank you twice. If they say thank you, I say no, thank you. You're not getting any of this. None of that. I'm too funny. What makes you not an energy vampire yourself? Because first of all, I don't need to feed. And that's how gods exist. They need constant energy. But when you reach that God level, you get a lot of it, and it doesn't leave you. It's perpetual. It's always in motion. You need to watch Dragon Ball Super. That's why they're blue. It's because the technique makes them keep their ki or their chi. They're Japanese, so their ki inside their body. That's how gods exist. All this, yeah, you need to feed the gods. You need to make sure you feed the gods. If you need to feed them, they're not really gods. Now are they? They sound like they're a whole bunch of fucking thought forms, and if you stop thinking about them, they'll go away. Maybe. I mean, certain techniques, certain cultures, yeah, but not all of them. Some of them are just imaginary friends, and if you don't think about them, they will not exist. Just like certain forms of karma. If you don't think about it, it's not going to be there. It's not going to affect you. I'm not an energy vampire. No. I'm actually part angel. And that's what angels do sometimes. Yeah, don't feed people. Don't feed people. Create a false reality just to feed on other. First of all, you sound like you're on some other shit. I didn't create a false reality. I just manifested the money. People created the money inside of my reality. It wasn't false, it just wasn't here yet. That's what magic is. It wasn't. I took the reality in in an alternate universe. I did win $1,000 sometime, whether that be in the future or at the same time. Now, people manifested that alternate universe here. The money from that alternate universe, they manifested it for me in this universe. That's what happened. I'm not an energy vampire. I'm trying to help you, bro. Oh, you said it was hard? My bad. You're funny. You'd pay. Christine, where does Taurus fit into all this? I mean, my son's mother is a Taurus, so that makes a lot of sense. Taurus, I mean, if you think about it, the Libra moon was feeding if I would have listened to the Libra moon inside of me, the Venus and the moon put together, then I would have fed this energy vampire. That's really the parts of me that want to react. The parts of me that want to remain disciplined and calm and grounded is the Saturn Capricorn, because the Capricorn peeps it out too. And the Aries is always keeping me on guard and paranoid and makes me not want to respond. So just Libras and Tauruses, just Venus being a giving planet and the giver and fertile, I think that you need more protection, because that is really essentially how you manipulate a Taurus from the heart, with love and security and happiness. If you make me too happy, Aries sun, I'm gonna think you're on some other stuff. I'm gonna smile and joke with you, but it's gonna make me watch you. Because people who do that, they make you laugh, and then they ask you for something later. No, I don't dislike people, and I'm not paranoid, but human beings are animals. We're predatorial by nature, some of us. Some of us are extraordinary, and we can overcome it and just not use the sociopathic part of our reptilian brains for everything. If I make him laugh, I know he smokes cigarettes. I seen him smoke a cigarette yesterday. If I make him laugh, then I can ask him for a square tomorrow, because I'm only got 3 left. Like, people think like that, bro. If I make you laugh, I can ask you for a favor. But that turns on, that activates my bullshit detector every time. If you're just a real human being, I can sense it. But if you're doing some extra shit, I can sense it. That's another form of feeding. That's another form. Using the law of reciprocation, that's clout demon shit. Empath attracting narcissistic types. Narcissists are really drawn to either other narcissists or people with really. If you're an empath, the energy of certain empaths is like, it can come off as very like a low self-esteem, fakish energy. Like, depending on if you can't control it. Now, you can either come off as feeling like a over-sexualized succubus, somebody with low self-esteem that will do all kind of favors for you, or somebody that's just super happy and that smokes a lot of weed, that just has a really good life and materials, and they don't even think about the materials. That's what it feels like. That's what certain empaths feel like. Now, depending on what kind of narcissist you attract, that should tell you about who you attract. I mean, yourself. Who says thank you? Are you a piece of meat? I don't know. Jackson Street Walmart. Come on, bro. I don't even know what you're talking about. There's not even a Walmart where I live. Rob, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I don't think you're talking to me, so that's okay. Touche. I mean, this is my work, and I'm trying to give back to the people. So, I mean, it's not even that. It's not. Energy vampires aren't bad, and I am part vampire, part angel. That's not really exactly all the way the truth. There's a story to it. If you guys want me to explain what that means, I'll make another video. I don't want to talk about that here, because it goes to the part where I keep telling you guys I don't have a twin flame. But I use the vampire to keep the angel at bay, because the angel is not a good angel. The angel is a really horrible angel. It's a really bad angel with a horrible past life. That's why they're together. If you want me to explain it, I'll explain it in a different video. But the angel just makes me sad and think evil last thoughts. And the vampire is a good warrior vampire. Good vampire. But it's a constant battle. And the thing where I feed off of ambient energy. I feed off the energy in the air. Like I said, I feed off the energy that's coming off of people. So you know when people laugh, how you can feel around the area that people were just laughing. That's the energy I would feed off of. That doesn't belong to anybody. So it's not really directly vamping off of people. People will touch you. Oh my God, can I touch your beard? And suck energy out of you. I don't do that. That type of feeding, it is enhanced by the vampire, but that is an angel type of feed. But I mean, I just don't like people to call me things I'm not. Like if you were Jewish and you don't hate Jewish people, but if you're Irish and I'm like, come on, you Jew, come on, you probably want a viral quarter, don't you? You probably want to pick that penny up. If I made those jokes all the time, eventually you would be like, look, bro. At first it was funny, but now it's not funny. Please stop calling me Jewish. I'm not Jewish. I'm clearly not Jewish. I'm not Jewish, okay? It's not funny anymore. It's just that, and people, when I say certain things, they're like, oh, you're an energy vampire. I'm like, bruh. No, I'm not. I'm not a cloud demon. I'm none of that. I don't spread negativity to get negativity back. What's up, DN? I'm looking at these comments. Do you guys have any questions? What did you miss? You already know. When you come this late, you already missed a lot. We were talking about, yeah, there's pretty horrible. Just like there's good demons, there's horrible angels. And this one was horrible in a past life. And I get affected. Now I have it tamed. But yeah. And my wings change all the time. It's weird. Sometimes they're black, sometimes there's 8 of them, sometimes they're white. I don't know. I don't question it, I just go with it. You're a good angel. I believe you. Every time I read you, it's like amazing. So you guys don't have any questions? How long has I been live? Have I been live? You guys, I'm not doing any free readings anymore. But I do want to tell you, if you don't know about my charity event, I am giving back to the homeless on my birthday. When all that good tax money comes in, you already know what to do with it, because I'm only going to be giving planetary readings. I'm not going to be doing any free readings. I was supposed to do one last night, but I went to sleep because New Year's kicked my ass, and that's just how it was. That's just what happened. And something really good happened today. This is not a lie. I got 10 free hours because everybody where I work, a lot of people didn't show up. So if you showed up on New Year's Day, we only had to work 5 hours and 30 minutes instead of 8 hours. And they gave us 10 free hours if you showed up that day. So we didn't have to work Christmas, so they gave us 8 free hours for that Christmas, and they gave us 2.5 hours for New Year's Day, because we had to show up at 8 and we worked till 2, and I usually work from 6:30 to 2, so that was cool. And they gave us a 20-minute break. What's up, Kathy? I'm gonna make that video too, because a lot of us aren't human beings, so you can't keep calling yourself a human being if you're not. That's not good for you. You're holding yourself back, and there's something missing. I'm gonna make a video about that, but I want to plan it out how I'm gonna do it. It involves a lot. Well, not that much. It's gonna change you forever though, because when I when I renounced my humanness, my human nature, when I learned about how useless human nature can really be, when I learned of how messed up some people can be, it wasn't really that hard for me to renounce my human nature and just being human. And now sometimes I try not to say it when I talk to normal people. I don't even say people, I just say humans. And people are like, what the fuck? You're not one of those, are you? I'm like, yes. Yes, I am. But I'm gonna look for the video because I watched the video and that's what made me initiate myself into being other shit. Thank you. Thank you. The human experience is terrible. You don't have to be human though. Even if you're human, well, I don't know about that, but the human soul is not supposed to be a human soul for the rest of its existence. It's supposed to eventually be a god. If you already have a universe, you being alive, you being in this human experience, you have a universe. Okay, you have every potential to be infinite. So you are supposed to be a self-perpetuating being. You're supposed to have mastered energy manipulation so much that I don't want to use the phrase feed off of yourself, but essentially your own energy is circulating. You have enough energy where you're everything and nothing. You're feeding off yourself. Your breath, you don't breathe, nothing. I mean, you want me to make that video? I was supposed to make another video on the thalamus and how to use that in magic. I was gonna make that next. But I should make that video about the human experience. I have to do research on both of those because I have to write down everything positive and negative about humans, and I should have journaled like the differences. But that shit's gonna be hard as fuck though. Believing a God, it's not even it does help. It does help. Like having a good relationship with other entities, that it definitely helps because you get just think of it like the movie Spawn. Think of it like that. Think of it just like that. No, it's not even it's not it's not it's not even about not believing in a God, bro. It's about knowing that if you have a human soul, you don't have to be a human and you don't have to act on your human nature. That's what the video is going to be about. It's not Wednesday, or is it? It is Wednesday. That's what's up. So I'm just going to start doing these videos on Wednesday. I'm going to call it like Weekly Water or something, or Wednesday Water or something, to let you guys know. Because elevation way, that's a lot of words, man. That's a lot of syllables. But Weekly Water, that's quick. Starts with W, you know. And yeah, I think I'm gonna start doing that. I don't like to make commitments this early without planning things. But yeah. That's it, guys. I mean, I didn't know I was talking for 50 minutes. I want to smoke a cigarette, relax. I just got off work. My feet hurt. It's cold outside. I didn't even know it was gonna snow today. Chicago. I mean, I should have checked the weather. I mean, I'm a responsible adult, pretty much. But I got some bad news today, and I had to finesse. I had to use my mouthpiece to get out of it, and I don't like doing that because I'm not a freaking criminal. But I'm not about to die. Not soon. What's good about the letter W? I mean, it's a letter. Number one, it's English. I mean, it was a joke. W, my favorite letter is, of course, A. So, I mean, W, Weekly Water, Wednesday. That's what I was thinking when I said it, but put a little bit more thought into it than I intended you to do. But I'm gonna end this video so all the beautiful people that love me so much can receive some of this light, you guys. I kind of want to go live on this weekend. I kind of want to go live this weekend, but I don't want to do any free readings. And if I do, I feel like I end up doing some free readings on accident because that's what happens sometimes. I'm supposed to be getting a rest though, and I want to wait till I get the rest of my cards because I don't even, these oracle cards, like, they're starting to, I feel like I'm channeling my other cards through the oracle cards. My Egyptian deck, definitely, because I'm starting to read how my Egyptian deck. I don't know if you've ever seen me read with my Egyptian deck, but they speak in poems, they speak in metaphors, and the messages don't make sense all the time. If you ever, I can't even explain it. It'll be like, go beyond the stars. You are the only sun. The water is only without. And you're like, what? Bro, I asked if I should look for another job or not. What are you talking about? What are you? That's not even appropriate. I asked if my girlfriend was cheating on me, bro. What? Anyways, yeah, that's how they talk. That's how they talk, and it's very annoying because it doesn't, especially when I do zodiac readings, especially for Cancer and Pisces and Aquarius. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Because people think, low-key, people think I'm lying. They think I'm just a schizo or something. I'm like, no, that's how they talk. Hold them. That's how they talk. These cards are like, no, I think you shouldn't do that because that's not gonna be good for your self-esteem and stuff. Those cards, they say some more shit, bro. It's not even relatable. But you're in Aquarius. My favorite rapper's in Aquarius. Gucci. Anyways, that's it, man. Life is in the breath. AaroniMoses, one of your first dose. Episode 1, weekly water, come back. Show this to your friends. Share. Donate to my cause so I can get some of these homeless people off the street so they can stop asking me for cigarettes every time I walk past the library, trying to get on the bus to go home safe. That's it, man. Peace.